Today I'm going to tell you how to make simple pockets using your Coverstitch machine. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Alex and this is Gingerhead & Co, my sewing vlog. Today I'm going to show you how to make pockets, how to attach pockets with your Coverstitch machine to the bodies of any pattern you've got. You can use a pattern that provides pocket pouches, or you can use any pocket pouch from any pattern and attach it, or attach the pocket to your favorite top. What you are going to see is making of this hoodie. It's not a hoodie for me, it's a hoodie for Hedge Hubby, for my husband. So I'm not going to try it on. The finished pockets look like that. There are side pockets. They are inside fully functioning pockets. They are top stitched down using 3 needles cover stitch. Okay, and they finish here. These are the pockets. I finished my pockets using ribbing, and I top stitched the ribbing down using 3 needles cover stitch. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We're going to make patch pockets, and I'm using the pattern, but you can as well use any pattern you've got as long as it's got patch pockets, or you can make your own patch pockets. They are going to be inside, so they're not proper patch pockets. And I'm using New Look 6588, but I adapted the pattern so it's not going to be precisely the same. However, I've used the pocket pouches that are provided with the pattern. So my pocket pouches look like that. But I didn't need the lining and the pocket pouch. I just need one for each, one pocket piece for each side of the top. So I've got the front of the top cut out, okay? And I'm going to attach the ribbing to the sides because I want this sort of opening, but obviously you can do it your way. So I've got my ribbing, and I'm going to attach some to each side of the front of the top. I'm not measuring it. The size of the ribbing is slightly longer than my opening. I'm not pulling the ribbing, and I'm using my overlocker. You can use a regular sewing machine as well. So right sides together as always. The ribbing is folded in half, but the right side of the ribbing matches the right side of the top of the pocket opening. And I'm coming out here. And as I said, mine is longer, my ribbing is longer. You don't have to leave that much, but sometimes it stretches, and measuring before you sew it on can result in a bit of ribbing that is too short. I'm not pulling anything. Now the other opening, so that's my other pocket opening on the other side, and I'm doing the same thing. So I'm folding the ribbing in half, and I'm finishing the opening with the ribbing. So that's the front of the top. Looks like that. Yep. And the pockets are going to be at each side of the top. Okay. And now I'm going to top stitch it using the Coverstitch machine. So I'm going to top stitch the ribbing to the pocket opening using 3 needles cover stitch, and I have threaded it with red thread so it should be visible. Okay, I'm using my ridges on the foot. The first kind of space is going directly between the ribbing and the fabric. Okay, all the seam allowances are facing towards the bodice center, to the center of the bodice, so downwards here. Okay. Right, and because I want to start from the beginning, I'm going to put my needle first in, then I'm going to lower my foot, and now I can start stitching. And I'm coming to the end, so I'm going to pull the thread to the other side. So I'm finishing like that. The needles are down, I'm lifting the foot, raising the needles, then pulling the thread from under the foot, cutting the thread, pulling the fabric, cutting the loop thread. So it's nicely finished on the wrong side of the fabric, and it looks like that. And the other one. So the ridge is, or the first space on my foot is at the verge of my ribbing and the fabric. The seam allowances are down, and I'm not pulling anything. I'm lifting the fabric slightly to make sure that the feeding is helped a bit. Okay, needles down, foot up, then needles up, pulling the thread, cutting the thread, pulling the fabric to the back, cutting the loop thread, and it's finished, and it's not going to unravel. Right, and it's done. It's top stitched. So now I'm going to attach the pocket pouches and, well, top stitch them down. I have basted the pocket pouches to the front. Okay, that's my basting, and I wanted to show you that you can also use your pattern piece to draw a line with chalk around the pocket, because we are going to top stitch it down using the Coverstitch machine. That's the pocket, that's the pouch, right? I baste it because it tends to move around, so it's safer to baste it. And let's go. And my basting is going to guide me as well, because my right needle is going to cover the pocket, and the outer left needle is going to go beyond that line of the pocket pouch inside, and the outer left needle is going to go outside, so outside of the pocket pouch that is inside here. So the pocket is in. It's a functioning pocket now, but that is going to be closed because we are going to attach it to the back of our hoodie. And we can remove the basting, and the back looks like that. So see, just using the basting as my guide, I attached the pocket. On the wrong side it looks like that. So it's perfect, there isn't any excess of fabric, nothing here. But the pocket is not, well, the pocket will last. Okay. And the right side looks like that. And the 3-thread top stitching on the right side around the pocket. That's the pocket done. Shall we do the other one? Let's go. And the other pocket. Again, using the basting as my guide, I'm going to go slightly in the round, but as well, it's not a huge problem. We are stitching a curve, so we need to be slightly more careful. I'm using the basting as the guide where to go. So my outer right needle this time, because I had to flip it over, my outer right needle is going to be beyond the line of basting, and my outer left needle is going to be inside, covering the pocket. The pocket pouch is here. So this needle is going to be out, and this needle is going to be inside of the 2 layers of fabric. As you can see, my settings are pretty regular, so it shouldn't be difficult. I'm not gathering anything. So even my differential is on N, and the stitch length is 4 because, well, this is polyester fabric, it's quite heavy despite being see-through on camera. That's the other pocket done. Okay, we can remove the basting, and voila, done. And because we had the basting, we don't really have a problem with excess fabric or anything. And the top stitching looks absolutely fine apart from my basting. Okay. And perfect cover. Yep, the easiest pocket in the world. And we've got our front done. Both pockets are attached. And we're going to, well, I'm going to do the hood, and I'm going to attach the back of the bodice, thus closing the pockets.